She locked the classroom door, looked into his eyes, and whispered the truth she'd been hiding for months. He said no at first, but when her hand touched his, the spark between them lit a fire neither of them could deny. What happened next changed everything. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. And one request, please always keep a smile on your face. I still remember that afternoon like it was yesterday. The classroom was quiet after the final bell at Oak Ridge High. The hallways were already emptying, the echoes of lockers slamming fading into silence. I stayed behind in room 203, pretending to erase the whiteboard slower than necessary, heart pounding for reasons I couldn't admit out loud. That's when he walked in. Travis Bennett. 19, tall, quiet, brilliant in literature, and completely unaware of how deeply I'd been trying not to fall for him. He said he wanted help with Shakespeare, but his eyes told a different story. You're not really stuck on the sonnets, are you? I asked with a small smile, still facing the board. No, he said, I just wanted to talk. I turned slowly, arms crossed, trying to protect myself behind professionalism. About what? About us. I swallowed. That word made something tighten in my chest. I had tried so hard to keep boundaries. I was 32, a teacher, someone supposed to know better. But the way he looked at me wasn't juvenile, it was real. Travis, I said softly, we can't. But do you want to? He asked, voice low, calm, dangerously sincere. I didn't answer right away. Because yes, I wanted. But I also wanted to do the right thing. Still, I wasn't made of stone. I was human. A woman. And when you see someone not just admire you, but understand your heart, that's hard to ignore. You're graduating next week, I whispered. It's all almost over. Still not a yes, he said. That's when I turned around and did something I never thought I'd do. I walked to the door slowly, hearing my own heartbeat in my ears. I slid the bolt quietly and turned to face him. The classroom was locked, the outside world sealed away. I want this, I told him. Not because it's forbidden, but because I feel it, deeply. He looked stunned. Callie, what are you doing? I held a pointer in my hand, one I'd used in lectures 100 times, but tonight it was just something to hold, something to keep me grounded. If you don't want this, I said, I'll unlock the door and walk away. But I won't lie anymore. I want you. All of you. Not just as a student with talent, but as a man who sees me. His eyes didn't blink. He just stood there. Then, slowly, he walked toward me. You're brave, he whispered. Braver than me. I dropped the pointer. It clattered quietly onto the floor. Then his hands were on my face, his lips brushing mine so softly I barely felt them at first. But then the dam broke. Months of tension, restraint, fear, and longing exploded into something real. He kissed me like he'd been waiting forever. I kissed him like I'd finally come home. When he pulled me gently toward my desk, I didn't stop him. My body pressed against his, my fingers buried in his hair. It wasn't reckless. It wasn't shameful. It felt right. We didn't rush. We stayed in that moment. Every glance, every breath, every heartbeat becoming a memory I'll never forget. I wasn't a teacher, and he wasn't a student anymore. We were just two people falling into something deeper than rules could measure. Later, I rested my head against his chest, our fingers tangled together. The sun had dipped low through the windows. The room felt like a secret we both wanted to keep forever. You're still graduating, I said softly, not wanting to ruin the moment but needing to be realistic. I know, he murmured, but I'm not leaving you behind. I smiled. I didn't cry, but I felt something new grow in me, hope. Weeks passed. He kept his distance in public. I did the same. But every glance held a secret. Every text message, every late-night call, every shared poem reminded me, this wasn't just desire. The day of graduation, I sat in the back of the auditorium, hidden behind other faculty. He spotted me anyway. We didn't wave, but our eyes locked for 1 second that said everything. After the ceremony, I walked alone to my car. The campus felt strange without students. Just as I reached for my keys, I felt a hand brush mine. I said no once, he said quietly behind me, But now I'm saying yes. I turned to see him, smiling, holding an envelope. Inside was a note that read, "I choose you. No rules. No fear. Just us. If you still feel the same, meet me tonight." I did. And when I saw him that night, not in a classroom, not behind closed doors, but outside in the open, I knew this was real. Love had found me in the unlikeliest place. And I was done running from it.